7 Bravo Romeo, you did say 5,500 up to the training area, right?
That's affirmed, and we'll be working the block 4 to 6 when we're up there.
Roger.
All right, camera check's good, boom check's good. Good morning. It is Monday, 18 July, 6:36 local, 11:36 Zulu. And we're in the corridor northbound up to 5.5 for Eglin Delta. This is a 3.2.3 Foxtrot test. Our ADI is up. We'll work in north-south axis so we don't get a retina burn. And we've got good roll. Roll is fixed. Switching to the D-cell display. There we go, D-cell display set. And we're going to be working AutoCal this morning. It is 11:37, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 30.5 on board, out of 4,000 for 5.5 initially. Sorry about the cough and the hoarse voice. Nothing we can do about that. Right tank is feeding. We've been airborne 3 minutes, 30 seconds. 1 to go. And Sub Bravo Romeo, we're going to stop the climb here if you could approve that so we get started.
7 Bravo Romeo, approved as requested. Just whatever you need. I don't have anything going on right now unless you go above 6. Once you're above 6, then let me know. But below 6, you're going to do whatever you want.
Copy that. We'll stay below 6. Thanks. All right. 2992 is set. Leveling at 5,000 feet pressure altitude. And accelerating on out. Let's get the gloves off here so we can interface with the Wi-Fi. Set, slow down just a little bit so it's a little easier to fly. Okay. Speed dot local. All right, coming in. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's make sure we got Wi-Fi. Up. Bluetooth. Try Wi-Fi back. All right, Wi-Fi is on. Bluetooth is off. And level off here. Normal cruise condition. Typing on speed local. Go. All right, we're in. Excellent. Okay, going to settings. AOA calibration wizard. Aircraft gross. Should have set this on the ground. Trend item. 1500. Looks good. I'm going to set a 29 conditions, so 1325 on the weight. 1325 is coming in. And we're going to set our best glide speed. This is in knots, calibrated, so it's going to be 76. 76. Airframe load factor is going to be 6.0. All right, we're going to continue, and we're going to have to go ahead and switch to IMU. Okay, all right, interesting. We just lost the connection. I did not get a reboot that I saw. Resubmitting, got it. I'm going to settings. I'm going to system configuration. And here we go. Let's see. Whoa. What's going on? Oh, I know. I connected to DocsBox. Oh, darn it. Okay, let's go down here. Wi-Fi. Let's find on speed. And connecting to on speed. All right, connected to the right box now. On speed local, let's refresh that. Okay, all right, timeout. All right, looks like I just forced a reboot. I did force a reboot. Enabled. Everything's back up. Going to settings, I'm going to system configuration. And I'm turning on our IMU. Okay, now I'm in the right computer. The serial data, calibration data source. I'm switching from EFIS to on-speed internal IMU. And I'm saving that configuration. Yep, got it. All right, looking good. Now we're going to go to our settings, our AO calibration wizard. We're going to have to retype everything because we're on the correct box. So we're going to go 1500. And aircraft gross weight for this test is going to be 1320. We're going to 1325, close enough. Best glide. What do we need here? 76. 76, and then we're going to default it to 6.0. You might want to think about in a way to set that up on the ground. Okay, looking good. We're already going to get set up for our first one. We know the instructions, and we got a good live wire. We're going to go ahead and accelerate to VNO. We got just enough airspace to do that. Accelerating on out to VNO. Time now is 11:42, 56, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.7 on board. We got a good camera, we got a good boom. We're heading 360 degrees. We're 5,000 feet pressure altitude, looking good. Stand by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Good data mark. Record. Power is coming back. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. And there's our idle. And prioritizing deceleration, mixture's back. Combination of, decelerating too fast here. It's all right, we're gonna just take it and see what happens. Coming down into the top of the green arc now, Lenny. All right, there we go, there's our 1 knot per second. And working it. In the arc. Looking good. Trimming, trimming, trim, trim, trim. Down about 100 feet. We'll accept up to 500 feet on this. Trim, 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 trim. Trim, 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 trim. All right, looking good. 360 on the heading. Good tone. LRD max checks. On speed checks. All right, full nose up trim. Holding it. Anticipating the need for just a little bit more as we get in here to the stall. There we go. And there's our stall and our brake. We're back to record. And by God, if we haven't got a calibration. You are correct, Lenny. It's noisy, but it may be flyable. God damn it, I can't take a picture. Let's try this again. Okay, we got a good picture. We're going to save the data to file. Download it. Okay, all right. Take a look at that. That's a reasonable polynomial. Okay. Oh, just lost the system. Hard reboot. Okay, system's coming back up.
On speed enabled.
All right, system's back up. So we'll just have one log on that file, Bob. It's going to be a short one. Good news is we cleaned off the SD card, so we're just going to have to download everything today. Get that data mark, but we did have a good data mark function. We do have a reasonable calibration. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save the calibration. Okay, and it did it, even though we had a reboot, so that's good. So that's now our flap 0 configuration. So let's go back up here to 5. I want to fly a quick test, and then we're going to run a couple more autocals. All right, this is a big deal. We're on internal IMU. We got a good camera. We got a good boom. We're at the north end of Delta. We're hooking left. And we're just going to accelerate out here. We don't need to be that fast for a test. Our volume is up. And we got weather building up, so that's going to be a factor for us today. Let's come on back here. Let's just start our decel. This is just a quick tone check. I'm going to get a data mark rolling out at a heading 180. It's now 11:46:15. 66 degrees Fahrenheit. We got 29.4 on board. No need to change the weight for the next run. And just seeing if we get a tone. Okay, tone check's good. On speed check's good. A little fast going into the slow tone. Slow tone's not too bad. All right, we actually have a usable calibration using the IMU. Mr. Isaac, you genius. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, we don't have a live wire. Our system locked up because of what we had going on there. So let's submit the form again. Get our live wire back. There's our live wire. Let's go back up. Let's run a couple more calibrations. We're just going to put them in the books. Okay. And we'll switch to Doc's box. We'll run a couple over there. I got to get a little bit of 45-degree glide test for Les. And then we're going to call this one complete. All right, time now 11:47:20, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.3 on board. Leveling at 5,000 feet. And we're going to have to accelerate and then hook north for the MOA. And weather's just forming up south of Destin and moving to the north. All right, there's our airline traffic. Nobody else is airborne yet. Let's get another quick auto cal here. We got a good live wire. We got a good display. We actually accepted that last auto cal. Let's go ahead and leave it in there for now. All right, hooking left, continuing to accelerate to VNO. Good live wire. When I say live wire, Lenny, what I mean is the arrow is bouncing on my AutoCal page, and that tells me the page itself is not locked up. That's kind of my heartbeat. And it is 11:48:20, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.2 on board. No need to change any of the excuse me, settings. Coming left to heading at 360. This will be a flap 0 AutoCal run, internal IMU. All right, approaching VNO, looking good. As soon as we roll out, we'll get started. VNO condition, mixture set, best power. Standby data mark, 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Good data mark. We're on the next log file, 1001, 1002. A little slower with the throttle this time, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. I'm going to be a little more pure with the green arc this time, Lenny. I can't help that initial decel. That's just something that happens when you rip it back. And now I'm going to catch our 1. Okay, I'm locked on. All right, there's our 1 knot per second, Lenny. And that's all I'm worrying about now is our 1 knot per second. I don't care about altitude, and I forgot to hit the record button. By God, that would have been a good run. Okay, abort, abort, abort. Let's go back up. 5,000 feet. And we're going to ping to the north end of the MOA. We're going to run out of airspace. And we'll hook south, and we'll get another run. All right, so that's a bad data mark. Leveling at 5,000 feet, and we're going to stretch this one all the way to the north end of the airspace, so let's accelerate here at 5,000 to expedite. Try that one more time. A little slower on the throttle pull, just like the last time. And we'll favor the 1 knot per second. We got a good camera. We got a good boom. Ouch. All right, accelerating now. All right, we're going to have to hook to the south. I got to keep an eye on the weather. We're going to continue to accelerate in the turn. We'll get a data mark and a record as we come out of the turn. All right, there's a good VNO condition. Everything's set. Hooking left to heading a 180. Time now 11:50:50. 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.8 on board. No need to change the weight for this one. And weather's still looking good to the south. All right, data mark as soon as we, excuse me, stabilize 180. And rolling out. Standby data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Thinking positive thoughts. Record. Throttles come to idle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to idle. Mixture's back. A little slow. Pitching forward just a little bit. See, that's the problem. I shouldn't have pitched forward, but that's okay. We're just going to try this one out. It's only our second try. We're in the green band. Now we got the positive pitch going. We had electric trim. What I do, Lenny, is I just use electric trim in here. So since I've got my nice long manual trim, all I'm doing is squeezing the ball. I'm basically flying the pitch with the trim right now. And we're on a heading of 180. Everything's looking good. Top of the green band. So I'm just kind of easing the rate just a little bit. Okay, increasing the rate now. Got a good tone. And that was our IMU cal from the previous one. Hard for me to keep track of the different calibrations, but we got everything we need in the box right now for all the tests we're going to do today, which is good. And continuing to slow. All the way in. Anticipating the need for a little bit extra AOA right in here. There it is. Okay, got a good record button, and we got us a good calibration. Noisy, but good. Standby photo. Good photo. Save data to file. Download. Excellent. All right. We got a usable calibration right now, flap 0. I don't see any reason to change it. Let's go back up. We're going to put another one of those in the can. We checked the flaps yesterday. I need a original flaps 40 linear regression for the glide test we're going to do today for less, so we can't change that one. Excuse me. Let's get one more flaps 0 in the can. We had to get data marked that time. And we have a good live wire. Leveling at 5,000 feet. South end of the airspace. Winds are about 190.13. That makes sense. That's why I'm concerned about beating the weather back. Moving to the north. We're going to get one more auto cal, and then we're going to start our glide test, and we're going to have to RTB. We've been over 19 minutes, 53 seconds. Right tank is feeding today. It is now 11:54:02, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.5 on board, sculling 180, accelerating to VNO. Stand by for a hook. And another run. Looking good, hook and left. All right, approaching VNO. Power's coming back, mixture's coming back. This time, I'm not going to do that little humpty fruff at the front where I kind of let the nose drop. I'm just going to hold it. And we're going to accept that we got a slightly high deceleration rate. No big deal. All right, VNO condition looking good. As we roll out on heading at 360, we get a data mark followed by a record actuation. Got a good camera. We got a good boom. All right, rolling out heading 360. Time now 11:55, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.3 on board. VNO condition. Standby data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Behaving very nicely. Record. 3, 2, 1. And 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005,
All right, taking you full call time.
1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 2011, 2012, 2013. Okay, about 13 seconds to idle for that one. Power, or mixture is back rather. The decel run. Primer is locked. Looking good. All right. This puts us using this technique right at the high end of the green band, but we fall into it really fast.
The altimeter 3003.
That should be a little smoother, okay? And just working the deceleration, working the pitch. Again, I'm squeezing the ball on the manual trim here, just to keep it smooth and inside the green arc. Down about 50 feet now, still sculling 360. We've been at this for 1 minute. It's now 11:56:07, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.2 on board, down 100 feet. And need a little more pitch here. We're a little slow on that. A little slow. Okay, back into the green arc. Green arc. Anticipating the need to increase going into the stall. Here we go.
And then number 3, Romeo Juliet, reset transponder 4.
Okay, good record and good calibration. Noisy, but usable. Okay. Get a photo of that. We're going to save the data to the file. We've saved the data to the file. That's 3 calibrations. I don't see any reason to put it into the box. We're going to get set up now for our glide test. So we're going to climb up to 5,500 feet. Muzzle stay slow. We're going to hook to the south so we can start thinking about going home. Looks like we got a good data mark today, or at least it is behaving so far. So we're going to climb up to 55. These will be some 45-degree bank left glide tests, and this is just to flesh out our chart for Oshkosh. All right, time now, 11:57:20, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.2 on board. South end of Eglin Delta. So the way we're going to work this, system reboot uncommanded. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from Wi-Fi just to ease that stress.
On speed enabled.
Okay, system is back up. We're going to be in another data file. Sorry about that, Bob. There's going to be a lot to put together today. And if we have time, we're going to go to DocsBox and we're going to run an AutoCal internal IMU on the Alpha Systems probe. Weather's moving up to the north, so let's get these glide tests first. I'm going to go to a flaps 20 condition for now. For the climb, we're in a flaps 20 condition. That was an AutoCal from yesterday using the EFIS. We're going to be flaps 40 for the test condition, and that's our original calibration that we've been using for all the other glide tests. So we can't change that one. All right, slowing. We got flaps 40 selected. There's a flaps 40 condition. And we're going to be a little faster for these glides, so probably on speed, trim, trim, trim. Mixture's back. All right, here we go. Throttle's idle. 45 degrees of bank. Going to go with that. 1001. Actually, let's just go for on speed, kind of bottom right about there. All right, looking good, stable. Stable, stand by. We'll get a data mark passing 5. Coordinate back. Come on, coordinate, coordinate, coordinate. There you go, much better. 2, 1.
Data mark.
Okay, we got a good data mark. We got a good condition, hold condition. All right. And I'm looking at about 84 indicated and a little bit steep on the... I'm not doing very good holding the airspeed. And we're dancing on the airspeed. Damn it. Okay, we get another one. Let's get 1,000 feet of data. All right, looks like the end of this maneuver is better than the beginning of this maneuver. All right, looking good. We'll go down 100 feet and terminate. All right, flaps 20 conditions selected. Mixture's up, power's up, up we go. Still doing okay, weather's hanging out south. We're gonna stay at the south end of the MOA now. Climbing back up to 5,500 feet. This is gonna be another 40-degree flap, 45-degree bank gliding turn. Get a couple of those in each direction, then we're gonna get an AutoCal using DocsBox. That way, if for some reason we don't get another flying period, we've got everything in the can we need. Bob, it's going to be a hell of a data merge today. Sorry about that, my friend. And I've got a good camera, and I've got a good boom. All right, just heading down to the southwest corner of the MOA right now, and up to 5,500 feet. Speed climb condition, oil's good at 177. Cylinder head temperature all nominal. And up we go. we're just going to increase the speed a little bit. Be kind to the engine. And up to 5,500 feet. We'll do this one in the north or southwest corner of the mower, rather. Looking good based on the cloud shadows. Weather is still offshore. See some rain just south of Destin. All right, 500 feet to go. Looking to a heading of, or checking to a heading rather, of 270. Set this one up again. And we're going to try for 80 indicated-ish. Or 82. Basically an on-speed condition, flaps 40. All right, power's coming back, leveling at 5,500 feet. Time now, 12:02.
Julie Kilo, ready to contact turn.
64 degrees.
Right now, climb maintain 7 south.
27.8 on board. Flaps 40 condition is established. We're on speed. Power's coming back. Getting set up for a glide. Just going to full nose up trim. There it is. Transitioning. And accelerating now to capture on speed. About there. Not quite. Let's walk it out. Let's walk it out to about there. All right, a little slower than last time, but flyable. Got it. Okay, standby data mark. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, looking good. About the same speed as last time. 82. Double 81. Just going to work on that. And working on airspeed, working on bank control. Oh, darn it. Oh, darn it. Still maintaining a non-speed condition. A little off on the ball, fixing the ball. There we go. Ball's fixed. Again, we're going to look at the end of this one. 82.
6 Julie Kilo, you can see direct Little Rock now.
100 feet to go. And terminate. Looks good. All right, going to flaps 20 condition. There's flaps 20. Back up. Get another one of those to the right. All right, we got a good camera, we got a good boom. It is now 12:03:55, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.7 on board. Heading 270 southwest corner of Delta. And out of 4.4 for 5.5. We'll do this one to the right. And it'll be flaps 40 on speed. So what we're trying to do is basically fly faster than we did when we ran that last round of tests. All right, weather's holding, looks good. I'm going to start easy right turn to a heading of 360 for airspace. On speed climb condition. Oil's warming up a little bit, we're still good. And we get set up for a right hand 45 degree bank, flaps 40, gliding turn on speed. All right, looking good. 5,500 feet, power's coming back. Mixture's back. There's our flaps 40 condition. Flaps 40 is set. And looking good. Power's coming off. Going to 45 degrees bank right. Full nose up trim. And standby condition. We're on speed. All right. Standby data mark 3, 2. A little early. A little early. Okay. A little more bank. About 80 reference. 3, 2, 1.
Legion 737, good
Data mark.
approach,
Good data mark.
approach, Romy 1-2.
All right, this one's looking real good so far. All right, I like this one so far. All right, right, little pitchy back, little pitchy, little pitchy, little pitchy, little pitchy. Easy there, big fella.
There's 60 of the kilo, climb, maintain 8,000.
Windshield wiper going with the lift vector rather. No excuse. Little pitchy, little pitchy. Fast, fast correcting. First half of this one looking better than the second half. Yeah, another 100 feet and terminate. Looks good. All right. Flaps 20 selected. Let's go back up. Get one more of those to the right. Start climbing 360 here. Airspace. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Still getting over COVID.
At least in 737, so to maintain 6,000.
Alright, looking good. Airspace is good. And weather is holding. Looking good. Alright. Get another right-hand turn here. Sorry about the retina burn. Time now 12:07:35, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.3 on board. Been airborne 33 minutes, 39 seconds. Right tank feed. One more glide test, and then we're going to go for a auto cal on Doc's box using the internal IMU. All right, starting an easy hook now. And we're going to just actually use a reference heading of 180 to start this one, approaching 5,500 feet. Time now 12:08:18, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.2 on board, heading 180. 5.5 pressure altitude, 2992 is set. We got a good camera. We got a good boom. And we're heading 180. Power is coming back. Power is back. We're in a flaps 20 condition presently. Mixture is back. Flaps 40 is selected. And standing by. Trim, trim, trim. Idle. Rolling off the perch.
Legion 737, so to maintain 2,000.
Accelerating to our test condition. All right, there it is. 80, 81, 80. Set. All right, looking good. Standing by, data mark. Actually looking like a good test condition right here. I'm going to get us an early data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Let's go. Footsie's back. Come on, footsies.
Seaway 3, Roman Juliet, no Rochester traffic, no traffic between you and Florella. It's Service Block 1200, fixed entry. You have a good day.
Right, parameters looking real good in here. I want to go a little deeper than the data mark for that one. Feet to go. That's just on speed glide condition. Looking good. 100 feet to go. 2, 1. Terminate. Okay, terminate. Okay, back up to 5 now. Flaps are retracted. Phone's coming out, and we are going to connect to Doc's box. We'll update our weight. We'll go from there. All right, so your data's off, okay? Don't care. All right, now let's go to Wi-Fi. Let's go to a Doc's box, connecting to Doc's box. All right, Doc's box is connected. Going up on speed local, just going to refresh that, submit this form again, and just starting an easy climb on up. Partial power. All right, looking good. I'm going to go back to our auto calibration wizard just to confirm everything is good. We're going to adjust our gross weight now. We got 28 on board, 1315. So we'll adjust that. I got a weight lookup table here, makes it very easy. Good. Done.
06, Julie,
Okay.
Kilo, contact Pensacola, approach 119.0. Good day.
Looking good. All right, and I just forced a reboot, okay? That's interesting. I don't know if I forced a reboot or not. I'm gonna go ahead and just submit the form again and see. That's something I have, Lenny, when I fill out the table with the data and then I try to step to the instructions page, I get like a timeout, okay? So screen goes white and I lose the phone, but when I refresh the page, it comes back up. Okay, I'm gonna hit the continue button. I've got a good live wire. I'm talking to Docsbox in the left wing. And just easy left-hand turn now. Actually going to roll out heading 180 just for the climb here. And then we're going to start our acceleration. We're going to hook to the left. And we're going to run our auto cal. All right, speeding up. All right, time now 12:12:12. 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.9 on board. It's going 180. We're going to hook to heading a 360, and this is going to be a auto cal on Docsbox. That's the Alpha Systems probe, left wing mounted at a 45-degree angle. We got a good camera. We got a good boom. And hooking left to heading of 360, accelerating on out to VNO. Got a good live wire. Wire's dancing a little bit more. Oh, probably because we don't have a decent airspeed indication for that box. Not sure. We're going to find out. Yeah, I think that's probably what's going on. Interesting. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at a live wire that's dancing. I wonder if I can record that. No, I don't know how to record that. Anyway, dancing, Lenny, much more than I'm used to seeing. And I think that's because we don't have a good airspeed coming off of that probe, so we may not be able to get a calibration. Go ahead and try it anyway and see what happens. Time now 12:13:23, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.7 on board. We're going to get a data mark on heading a 360, and then we're going to start our maneuver. We're a little slow, so let's go ahead and speed her up. No power selected momentarily for VNO. We use the exact same technique we use for the Dynam probe. Popping her up here. And we've been airborne 39 minutes, 50 seconds. Right tank continues to feed. Looking good. All right. Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Allegiant
Data mark.
7 in the airport
Record.
southeast position 10
1,001,
miles.
1,002, 1,003.
Allegiant 737, you're cleared to visual approach, running 12, contact tower 118.2, good day.
2008, 9, 10, 2011, 2012. All right, looking good. Same technique as last time. A little fast on the decel right here. Don't pitch forward back. Don't pitch forward. Got a little confused adjusting the mixture. Okay, now taking over with trim. A little slow on the decel rate. Top of the green band, about a knot and a half per second. Still going to give us a good first look. Back down to a knot. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Trim, 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 trim. All right, looking good. Time now 12:14:57. All right, tone check's good. I don't think without the airspeed this is going to work, but that's all right. We're going to find out. Boom. All right, there's our stall. Good record. Well, not pretty. Not pretty, but we got a curve. Okay, go ahead and take a photo of that. I'm going to save that data to the file. There we go. I'm going to go back up. I'm going to fly one more of those because we can. Go back up to 5,000. That's about 500 feet on that run. I'm thinking, how do we handle airspeed on probes that don't give us good airspeed? Obviously, if we got an EFIS, we could cheat then we could pull that signal. But if we do that, then there's really no need to use the internal gyro because we can use the EFIS gyro. Okay. Leveling at 5,000. And accelerating on out. And we've been airborne 42 minutes, 37 seconds. Just looking for a VNO condition, and we'll get our next test. And we got our live wire. So that's kind of a good takeaway from this, Lenny. If your live wire, in other words, if your arrow on your phone decel gauge is smooth, you've got a good airspeed source. If it's jumpy, you don't have a good airspeed source. All right, coming up on VNO. Standby data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, I'm just kind of accepting everything for what it is. A little slow on the decel right now. Just working for a constant pitch rate time, 12:17:50, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.2 on board, heading 180 down 100 feet. Top of the green arc now, Lenny. All right, coming into the green arc smoothly. And pitch, 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 looking good. All right. Good. And out of trim right in the middle of the green arc. Good tone. There's our steadily increasing pitch rate. Pitch, 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 pitch. Coming into the stall. That's it. Good break. Good drop. Good record. Damn. Okay, now that's interesting. I've got 2 lines, Lenny. Something reversed itself. There's a weird data point down there in the corner. I'm going to go ahead and save that picture for you. Okay, I'm going to save the data to file. Saving data to file. Looking good. And I'm going to go back up, and I still have a live wire. I'm going to do another one. Okay, let's go back to 5,000 feet. This may be completely fruitless because of the quality of the airspeed solution. I got a good camera. I got a good boom. But obviously I learned all of this stuff the hard way, Lenny. So it's good we're doing this. All right, been airborne 45 minutes, 26 seconds. Getting set up for RTB here soon. And weather turned out to be a non-factor, which is fantastic. Starting an easy hook to heading a 3-6. Actually, we're going to roll out here. So we got some mode to accelerate. Let's just stop the turn just a little bit. Speed up, slow down the climb. We'll be set up for another run. All right, lots of good data in this sortie. All right, level at 5,000 feet, accelerating. Mill power selected. Well, and I'm heading a 360 for this one time, 12:20:16. 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 26 gallons on board, right tank feed. Rolling out, heading 360. 5,000 feet pressure, altitude selected, ball is centered, standby airspeed. Accelerating. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know if that slow pull has anything to do with it. little slow on the decel. Coming down to the green band standard, just kind of holding the pitch while we do this. All right, there it is. In the green band. Using the trim now, accepting the altitude loss, ball centered. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Getting a little slow here back. Got slow, a little too pitchy for that. Airspeed. Back in the arc. All right, here's where we need to be. 100 feet down, squeezing the ball. So that's the equivalent of running electric trim slowly. Or as fast as it would go in a Piper, which is slow. Okay. There we go. Good. All right, hitting full nose up trim. There's full nose up trim. Just continuing into the stall. To the stall. And got it. Okay, switch to a good record. System is alive. Better that time I didn't have any reverses. A little bit of a gnarly curve. Okay, got that. Got a photo. Save data to file. Download. Got it. Okay, we're going to call that interesting and done and RTB.
Eglin Air Force Base, information Zulu, weather at 1156 Zulu, automated observation, wind calm, visibility 10, few clouds at 4,000, ceiling 6,000 broken, temperature 25, dew point 23, altimeter 3001, pressure altitude +2, density altitude +1527, runway 12 in use. Expect visual approach, runway 12. Observed lightning within 25 miles, runway 0220, closed, runway 12, approach end cable removed, advise on initial contact, you have information Zulu.
All right, we'll go ahead and secure the camera.
Eglin Air Force Base.